right, what's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am so glad to have you. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. You know I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. And tonight it is time for Tipsy Tuesday. Tonight we are going to be talking about some ultimate Christmas party tips, and I do have a special guest who will be joining me very, very shortly on this evening. Okay, y'all. So I'm on the struggle bus a little bit today because I'm trying to get my lighting right. So let me change up my lighting. All right. So if you are new to Tipsy Tuesday, basically what we do is we take some sips as I share some tips. And like I mentioned, tonight we're going to be talking about how to host a Christmas party. Real quick, before I get into it, I also need to do my social media checks to make sure we are good on all channels. So let me do that really, really quickly. And then I have a couple of church announcements. And then we're going to get started. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving this past Thursday. I hope you got to enjoy time with family, friends, got to eat good. Hopefully you didn't eat too much. But even so, even if you did, I hope you had a wonderful time. I know I did. It's always good to see family, good to see friends, and a good thing to have some good food as well. Okay. All right. So a couple of church announcements I have. I do want to give y'all my apologies because I told y'all I was leaning towards doing a side hustle Saturday. I did not do it. Your girl was thoroughly enjoying her time off and did not feel like doing hardly anything other than getting into the holiday season and becoming festive. But that's okay. So I apologize for that. And I'm not going to make any promises this week about Side Hustle Saturday, but you will be getting one pretty soon. Also, I also started the gratitude challenge. My apologies about that. I was supposed to start that on Thanksgiving, but I ended up starting that on December 1st, and I will be doing that for the rest of the month. And basically what I'm doing is I'm sharing something that I am either grateful for, but more specifically, I want to share something that made me smile for that particular day. So I'll be sharing that with you each day. Okay. So if you want to join with me, you can put in the comments of my video something that you were grateful for or something that made you smile. In this season of us buying a whole bunch of stuff, we need to be grateful and appreciative of the things that we do have. And so I want to reflect on that as well. All right. And as always, if you enjoy the content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. All right, now that we got all the housekeeping stuff, all the church announcements, those have been your church announcements. Please govern yourselves accordingly. I need to introduce my special guest, okay? So tonight, we are talking about how to host or how to have the ultimate Christmas party. And once I decided upon the topic, the first person who came to mind was this individual himself. This is party planner extraordinaire, MC extraordinaire, party host extraordinaire. He is just like a jack of all trades. He can do all things. He can liven up your event in all kinds of ways and keep it spicy, okay? And that is none other than my brother from another mother, Mr. Jason Mahoney.
What's going on? How are you?
I am good, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm back here laughing because StreamYard got this new thing where you can like stream to like somebody else's thing at the same time. So I'm back here clicking buttons. Yeah, it's really cool. So I'm back here clicking buttons, right? So I clicked the button. I was like, dog, I hope this don't cut Sharita off. So I clicked it. Right. And then it showed up on my page. So then I was like, okay, but it's still going to be on Sharita's page. So I said, let me go to your page and make sure it's on your page. So it's on both of our pages at the same time.
Oh, go ahead, StreamYard. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to try that or see how to do that next time I'm on with somebody. Okay, awesome.
That just means you got the paid version.
Huh? Yeah, I got to pay for it. Yes, I just had to pay for it. Shoot, so, my subscription expired. So yes.
So tell people to get the paid version to be able to do some fun stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I just like it because I can stream to the Facebook and YouTube. And I said I was going to start streaming to Instagram, but I haven't done so yet because it's a little bit more complicated on Instagram. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely had the paid version because this show did take that money out my account last week. So, but
So are you at a Christmas party now?
Say what now?
Are you at a Christmas party now?
No, why you say that?
You got your Christmas sweater on.
Oh yes, I'm in the Christmas spirit. So, that, but I'm not at a Christmas party yet. I got my little Christmas sweaters for the whole. I won't say for the whole season, but I do have several, and even my ugly Christmas sweaters that I plan on wearing over the coming weeks and stuff to get myself in the holiday spirit.
That's but like the school teachers back in the day. Remember the school teachers back in the day? They
always
had Christmas sweaters.
They had ugly Christmas sweaters that they thought were actually cute.
Right, it was their regular outfits that they thought were nice, and we didn't even know what an ugly Christmas sweater was during that time. But people still wearing those kind of parties. Well, I will tell you a funny story, but I'm not gonna. No, that goes into our theme for the night. But
yes, it does. You can tell us a funny story because I'm going to tell you a story about how I got to throw in this Christmas party that we're having. But go ahead, Jason.
So I went to an ugly Christmas sweater party about maybe 7 years ago. And so everybody had their ugly Christmas sweater party. And, you know, I'm silly as all get up. And so they was like, you know, hey, it's time to vote on the people's Christmas sweater. So I was like, oh, he need to win, right? So, and they got it down to like 3 people. So like, he need to win. So he ended up winning the ugly Christmas sweater. And then he was like, oh, by the way, this was not, I didn't have an ugly Christmas sweater.
Jason.
I just wore a sweater that I had.
Jason, ooh, shady.
And he won, and he was an old man, right? So it was my homegirl's uncle, and I felt really bad.
Oh, he thought he was in style, Jason. So you told him otherwise. Like, he got the ugly one, him over here.
I'm like, vote for him. He got the ugly sweater. Not knowing that was actually a sweater. He had his
that's my regular sweater, y'all.
Yeah.
So, Jason, you a mess, though. You are a mess. But Jason, so probably my husband thought I was crazy because probably about like the middle of October, I was like, I want to have a Christmas party. And he was like, what? Because we have not had a party in here since we moved in here. Really, not like an adult party, I would say. Like we've had our kids' birthday parties, things like that, but not like an adult get together other than like little small barbecues and cookouts and stuff like that, but nothing like real big since we moved here. And we've been here almost 12 years, 13 years or something like that. So he was like, what, you want to have a Christmas party? And I was like, yes. And I had a little theme because that's going to be one of our tips. One of the tips, if you want to have a good Christmas party, and Jason is known for this, is make sure you have a good theme for your party. Yes. So I decided to do that in the middle of October. And yeah, we're just, we're getting everything together now. So we're going to see how it goes and how interesting it's going to be because I don't like all them kind of people in my house like that. But every now and then the mood will hit me and I'll be like, I want to have some people over. But you can see it happens like once in a decade that I'm like, I want to have people over and stuff. So y'all pray for me and see how it goes. But Jason over here has a Christmas party every year. The smart thing is he doesn't usually have it at his house.
The last time I had a Christmas party at my house was 5 years ago.
Yeah, he doesn't typically have it at his house, which might be a smart thing. That might be a tip too. Don't have it at
somebody else's house.
Have it somewhere else. But Jason, you always have a wonderful Christmas party. How do you come up with your theme for your Christmas party? Because you can have like ugly Christmas sweater parties. There's all kinds of different themes you can have.
So I think it's very important that when you're doing a party, you have a theme, because one thing that I have found about people is that people like it. People, they want an experience, right? They just don't want to go someplace and just have a dry time, right?
I'm sorry, Jason. I was laughing because I see my husband's comment.
Yeah, I saw what Tim said. I'm gonna bring it up as a tip too. So, but you want to make sure to have a theme, right? Because people like an experience, and I always say this: we don't work hard. There's a song. got my whiskey, and I came out to have a good time. And he was like, in the song, he said, we don't work hard all week long, right? And we
Mhm.
just can't get to the weekend because we're going to have a good time, get a little
Uh-huh.
tip, right? Love that song. But
I
people
bet
have worked hard all right. People have worked all week long. And so people are looking for where they can let their hair down,
Mm-hmm.
be themselves in a non-judgmental space. Okay.
Yes.
Have fun with like-minded people that are not going to be judgmental or be like, oh, I saw you at the party and you passed out. Right. Okay.
Exactly.
Right. And I call it a safe place, safe space. People
Mm-hmm.
want a safe space. So that's one thing, is create that. But it's important to have a theme because that's what people want. So I come up with my themes like this, right? So I am a person of faith, a huge person of faith, right? And you
Yes, you
tie
are.
faith and parties together. But I'm a person of faith, right? And so I always go to God to give me wisdom, even like, okay, God, I want to do this party. I need you to help me with a theme. And so I'll sit and think, and then stuff will be downloaded. I'll be driving down the street and I'll see somebody's license plate or something. And I'm like, there it is. Thank you, Holy Ghost. And then and so one part that I do every year now, I've done it for the past 8 years. But now from the past 5 years up until now, I do a lot of people houses. Um, it's called Socks and Sips. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
please nobody steal this idea because this is an idea I came up with. So please don't
Well,
steal it
I
because I
kind of
don't
sort of stole it a little bit, Jason, but
you didn't know because you're on the team. We work together. We work together. I'm talking about, we go on Facebook and we see Miss Annabelle in Texas and she having a sock and sip party and she done stole our idea and she now got a brand and LL Cool J showing up to her party like, man, you stole that from us. Come on, don't do that. So please, listener orders, do not steal this, right? But so the theme of my party every year so far is socks and sips. Okay. And what socks and sips is, I believe in donating to individuals throughout the year. So when you come to the party, you just bring some socks, new
Mhm.
socks. Okay. Not socks off your feet, new
Exactly.
socks, packs of socks, and we take the socks and give them to homeless men and women during the homeless men, women, and children during the holiday season and beyond because February is going to get cold. So we collect a whole bunch of socks and we just pass out socks. The past year we added something new to it because this is getting really popular. So it's now called Socks, Sips, and Cigars.
Stars.
And
Mhm.
so there you go. So that's the new thing we added. And so that's the theme. And then what happens is people just come and have a good time. So have a theme. I did a party one time, and the theme of that party was how low can you go?
Hey, can you go around low?
There you go.
All the way
And what
low.
happened was, so the whole theme was when you walk through the door, how low can you go? Right? So you just couldn't just walk in the door, you gotta see how low can you go. And so you come with a different theme that's always kind of fun. We did a party
And
one.
that I got a quick question though, Jason. That how low can you go? That was a download from Jesus.
Yes, everything. Listen. People need to realize Jesus had a good time at parties.
He
He's at
did.
the, he's at the wedding reception, and his first miracle was keep the party going.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, and his mama even told him, "Listen, you need to keep the party going because people don't want to be bored at your party. Okay, if
For
if
real.
you go to a party and your party is boring, people gonna fall asleep. They're not gonna have a good time. You got to always have something going. You got another tip for a party. This is the most important tip. You got to have good music.
Yes.
You gotta
Yes.
have music that reaches all decades because music is what brings people. That's what brings people together. So a
Yes.
good theme. Good music, good food, and please no store bought food. Okay, and don't do that, right? And if you do get store bought food, the party trays that people bring, like the
Yes.
cheese
You
and
can
the
bring
crap.
the fruit. The fruit can be store bought, and the cheese, yeah, that can be store bought.
It can be
But
store bought, but don't put it on the table in the tray it came in.
yeah, you got to make it look like you did it.
Exactly. And do not get the little forks that they give you at the mall food court. Little forks where the tip is that thick. You gotta get the nice heavy duty plastic forks. And now you gotta make it look like your party cost $1 million.
But it really didn't. But we're gonna make you feel like $1 million.
Exactly. People want to feel good. And yeah. Good
Yeah.
food, good music, good theme. And for those that are partaking alcohol,
Good drinks.
good drinks, no bottom shelf, get top shelf, have a signature drink.
Jason always got good drinks at his party.
I had a drink, I had a party one time, and I have parties back in the day. I used to have parties all the time. Like when my parents would come up, it would be like, well, I would have even my parents would come up here, they would sit on my stairway of the house and be like, you got people in the dining room, the kitchen, the den, the deck, the front yard. Cause I just like to have a good time. So good food, good music, good drinks, and always have a themed drink. I did a party one year. It was called a color explosion. Again, people, please do not steal my themes.
Is this where you wear a certain color and you bring a dish that color?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay.
No, see, that's that stuff what people be creating on TV. The color explosion was literally you walked into the house and it looked like it was like just every color of paint just spilled all in the house. It was so many colors, it was crazy. It was beyond, it was just colors, right? And then you had your outfit had to come with a whole bunch of colors as well. And you did not need to, you should not match. So you might walk
match psychedelic kind of party.
Exactly. And then what happens is we had a signature drink. The signature drink was called Get 'em Girl.
So we know what was popping off at that party.
And my homegirl, I'll never forget, and I pick at her about this all the time. She looked at me one time at the party. She said, I've been got. She said the party, it got me. It got me. So another thing is, all jokes aside and all fun, designated driver. We will call an Uber for you. And everybody has to let somebody know that you made it home safe, right?
Yes.
So at the event, everybody has what I call an accountability partner. So you'll know who you are. Everybody get home safe. And another thing, when I have an event, you're more than welcome to stay over. I'll put mattresses out and just do it into a big sleepover. But I want to make sure that people have a good time, but also people get back safe. Say he came to one of my parties in North Carolina and it had a great time.
Yeah, let me see what this dude's saying. That's on my timeline. Putting in these comments. This is my husband, and then I'm gonna share our Christmas theme party. So Tim says, he says, make sure you say yes to every idea your wife has. Now the reason Tim being funny because the reason why we just were sitting here talking about the food we were gonna have and the games that we were gonna have. And when Tim would make a suggestion, I was like, oh no, we're not doing that. And he was like, dang, well, I guess we just gonna do everything you want to do. Well, basically. But
right.
That's why he's saying that. And then, yeah, he says, Jason, I was at your Christmas party in North Carolina. And I remember too. I was like, why you ain't home?
He didn't come home until the next day.
I know. He was like, man, I had to stay the night. All right. And then, hold on. See, Tim being funny too, talking about glory, hallelujah. Send me the name of your God. These are God inspired. So, and yes, Jason hit a lot of the tips that we're gonna be mentioning tonight. He said good food, good music, good drinks, good theme, and don't steal things in party time. In party time, yes. So going back to the theme, and the theme that we have for our party is going to tie into majority of the stuff that Jason just mentioned. We are doing, and I don't care if you steal it because it's not what.
Listen, they might steal your theme, and you may look up LL Cool J may be there. Let's see, Dougie Fresh.
If they come, then I'm glad.
No, they're gonna come to the other people party.
Oh, the other people, no.
Because then it's no theme.
They probably have it because I think it's just I won't say just. It's Christmas karaoke. So I know other people have done Christmas karaoke, and then I stole Jason's idea because I'm like, if we're gonna party, we need to give back. And so I asked people to donate socks, which I thought was something just easy for you to bring and be able to find in the store, and it'll be something that we can easily pass out. to people. And if we decide to do this Christmas party again, we might have different items that you donate or whatever to the party. But I love that when Jason whenever he has his parties, we always have to, bring something. We have to give something because we're celebrating, but there are people who are less fortunate than us, who don't have resources. And even though we have more than enough, so we should be able to give out of our abundance to someone else. So that's what I stole from Jason. We've taken some sips. I'm not smoking no cigars, but Christmas karaoke with a donation of the socks and everything. But you can have all different kinds of things. Like you said, Jason had a color explosion. You can do like a Christmas light up theme, ugly Christmas sweaters. That's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people have done in the past the Secret Santa thing. Can do a Christmas game night. Now that's what and usually Jason, did you mention it? Okay. You should also have, this was another tip, have good games there. So that's what we were talking about, me and my husband and I, what games we are going to be playing as well. Good games. Jason has good games. I don't know if the game we played last year, I don't know if that was God inspired.
That was on sale. That was on sale from Temu.
That was Temu inspired.
That was a Temu inspired, and it's the bomb. So, but going to that though, I want to bring up. It's a thing about too is that children, right? A lot of people may say, "Hey, I can't come to the party because children." So what I also do as well is that when I have an event in my house, I'll have if people need to bring their kids, they can, as long as they're well behaved kids. But they can bring their kids, and I have they can either be upstairs, and I have a chaperone that's with the kids. They can watch cartoons or what have you, and they can eat and have a good time. And the reason I think that is so important is because I don't know if my mom and daddy are up here watching, but CPS was never involved in my household growing up. But growing up, my parents used to have the best house parties in the world. Okay. And as kids, we would have to all be in the back room. All my cousins and everything, we're in the back room, and we would be able to come out, speak to the adults, get our little plate of food, go back in the room and watch TV, right? But what that demonstrated to me was, number one, it demonstrated community. So as a child, I saw community. I saw adults having a good time, good, clean fun. Then I also saw the fact that, as children, we were able to fellowship, and my cousins and I, we still laugh at those things to this day. So it created relationships among me and my cousins and I. And now we're doing the same tradition by doing holiday parties. So if you want to do a party, it's okay to have your kids there, but have your kids in another room, right? And separate, because it allows them to create friendships, relationships, and then that understanding of it's okay. Because a lot of times I don't believe in the hypocritical perspective of adults saying no, 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 no. But no, let your kids know that, hey, it's okay to have a good time with limits. It's okay to go out and just have a good time and know what your limits are. Because when you're doing that shucking and diving, twisting and duping, you're really sending the wrong message to your kids, right? But it's not games. You got to have games at your Christmas party.
Yes, good game. And go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Good games and good prizes.
Good games and yes, good prizes. So we're gonna have games. We're gonna have prizes. I'm not really gonna have the kids. Now Jason ain't got no kids, so he's saying that bring your kids. I'm like, pump your brakes on the kids. But my kids will be there though. But and a couple of their little friends will be there. But I'm like you said, everybody kids ain't gonna.
Yeah, if they bad, you stay at home with your kids. Don't bring your bad kids.
Yeah, and part of it is for the reason why what Jason said. I'm not going to have a chaperone, or I'm not going to be able to provide a chaperone for the kids. Now, probably if I could, I would be okay with the kids and stuff like that. But knowing that it's like they're not going to really have nothing to do, and if they can't entertain themselves, then you probably shouldn't bring them. So so it's mainly for the adults. But yeah, if I had a chaperone, I would have no problem with that, to make sure they ain't tearing up my house, pretty much. Yeah, but yes. So something you had said, Jason, I was about to talk about, but now I forgot with the kids. Oh, the games. So Jason has always had good games, and I think with the game, because like even for the people that we are inviting, it's going to be, I eclectic is not the right word, but it's going to be different groups of people from different backgrounds. And you need to have a game that is like an icebreaker, or games that are like icebreakers that encourage people to work together as a team, get to know each other, that kind of thing. Because sometimes when you go to parties, you don't know somebody, you just hang around with the people that you already know, and you don't necessarily interact with the other people. So it's key to have a game that is an icebreaker for the people to open up, even with the people that they don't know. And the people, if you're competitive, then bringing out that competitive spirit, you start to see some people's true colors.
Right. Were you at the part? Did you all stay when we did the outside activities?
We stayed for a little bit, but around that time we had left. But y'all was getting real competitive out there.
So the outside activities. So we did a whole bunch of inside, but now you all can use this, okay? Y'all can use this. So one of the outside activities, first of all, again, I do stuff at other people's houses, because So we do this one Christmas game called Two Turtle Doves, right? And you have to have turtle doves, everybody. Okay, don't make sure and buy some turtle doves, not real ones. Don't want animal control people to call you. So you get two turtle doves, fake, and you go outside and you hide them. I was originally
hit them inside, and they was about to tell my house.
I hit them inside. They was about to tell my cousin's house, and she said, "Wait a minute." So
hold up, Jason. I ain't agreed to all this.
So you take the two turtle doves and you hide them outside. And then what happens is each turtle dove is worth $100. So again, you got to have good prizes for people to want to have fun and engage, right? Don't give no Dollar Tree TikTok game. Don't do that. Actually give some good prizes to people, okay? And if you can't afford it, sign up with Dr. Brown and sell some Avon. So
I'm like, what?
Yeah, Timothy Brown. Sign up with Timothy Brown so you can sell Avon. Then you can get extra money that you can give out money for Christmas. Then it's a tax write-off. But that's a whole nother story. So the two turtle doves, each dove is worth $100, right? And what happens is you hide them outside, and then you give people a countdown, and they got to go and find. And it was so interesting to see people from ages 18 all the way to 65, 70 years old running in the midnight, in the dark, in the cold, trying to find these two turtle doves. So that was one. The other one we played was snowball fight. Now that was the funniest of them. I think you saw that one, right?
I don't think I saw that one.
Okay, snowball fight. So what happens is with the snowball fight, you outside again, and again this again another $200 game. So each person has to team up and get a partner. Okay. One person is the thrower and the other person is the blocker. And so you got groups of 10 or whatever of two people. And what happens is the thrower is the only person that can pick up the snowball and throw it. So you have people that are throwing balls at each other. And if you get hit, you out, right? And so your blocker got to block you so you won't get hit. So to see grown people, my sister ended up falling and did a split. And then my homegirl, Courtney, Courtney was the thrower and Trish was her blocker. And so Trish was throwing and blocking, and then she fell and slid and went legs up. Courtney fell and did a split. So they both got out. But so what happens is you're outside and you're just having a good time. And so we're still laughing at those things to this day. But it all goes back for me is about telling people just to have a good time. Monica's on. Hey, Monica. So Monica's been to a couple of my house parties that I've had, and I do a New Year's Eve party. So Monica came to my New Year's Eve party this past year. So hey, Monica, thanks for joining. But have a good time. Monica. Have a good time and have good prizes, good food, and the right people. And I like what Sharita said is make sure and have diverse people. Don't have everybody from the same background. That's boring. Don't have everybody that believes the same way. That's boring. We live in a world of people. So bring everybody together because everybody like to have a good time.
Yes. But I will say this. And what's up, Tiffany? I see you're on here too. Good to see you as well. Our fellow Lander alumni.
Yeah, I thought that was Tiffany. Yeah.
Yes. One of the things that Jason said that is key when you inviting people over is invite the non-judgmental people. Create a safe space. Now, if you know they a little hoity-toity, a little uppity, know they're gonna be talking about you and putting your business out there or trying to put everything out on Facebook because the stuff I'm not gonna say at our party, but the stuff that we be doing, it don't need to go on Facebook. I share a lot on Facebook, but I share what I want y'all to see.
Right. And it's not like we're doing anything illegal or
No.
crazy, anything of that nature. It's just the idea that people want to be able, for example, if somebody wants to come and have a cocktail, that is when when you get to work that next day or to church, it is nobody's business. If somebody want to get up and dance, as a matter of fact, my there was a song that came on at one of my parties. I was so surprised. One of my friends, she got up and she went in on that song, and I just looked. I just couldn't believe that that was a song that she liked. Right to this day, nobody knows anything. It's about creating, and people have said to me they like to come to my events because they don't feel judged. They feel it's a safe space, and that they can leave knowing that they had a good time and they're going to get home safe. They're going to, and I think it's so important for us to do that because number one, it's therapeutic. Life is hard, and for us to be able to have a space where we can just have fun. We can have fun because Sharita, remember a game we played at the last Christmas party? That
I
team
know.
was
Yes, we're gonna do something like that, but it's gonna be PG. It's gonna be.
you want me to send you a copy of it? I can.
No. I'm good, Jason. I'm gonna do you like Tim. No, I'm good. It's gonna be holiday themed, but that same kind of spin on it to keep it family friendly. Because some stuff I don't want to know about some people. What's that? We listen, but we don't judge.
Listen.
I don't want to play that game because I don't want to know some of that stuff about some of the people.
I'm with you because I'm still in shock with some things that people have said that I'm like, what? But you know what? But I like the fact it was created in a safe space that they just felt to be able to say whatever they want to say. So yeah.
Yes, and you'll be surprised what you gotta say. Really, what you end up saying
Right.
on the spot.
Right.
So we talked about having a theme. We talked about having good music. So have a playlist. So we are doing the Christmas karaoke now. With that, people can pick whatever song they want. But I'm old school. I want it to be more like a Motown Christmas, but I know people pick what they want to pick that they want to sing for Christmas. But since we are having a Christmas karaoke party, and since I have Jason on, I'm going to ask him a question. Jason, what's your favorite Christmas song that you have? Do you have a favorite?
Who you really put me on the spot because I have so many. Well, my godmother, she sung a Christmas song and she got it on an album. And I listened to her. I actually listen to her Christmas song at least every day.
Oh wow!
Number one hit. My godmom, she comes on and she sang that song so beautiful. It's "One Wish" by Whitney Houston. My godmother.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. One wish.
Yeah, and it's a song that just talk about if I had one wish for Christmas.
Are you saying Whitney Houston's your godmother? What?
Yes. Yes. Nippy is my godmother. If anybody need to know, yeah. Okay. So
I thought it was going. It was. I'm like, is Jason trying to say?
Yeah, my godmother Whitney Houston. I'll show you the album, but I have the record. And so, but because the song to me it talks about if I just had one wish, right? That that we'll all be together. And if Rudolph, doesn't do what he needs to do, and Santa Claus, like all of those things, but that one wish is that we'll all be together, we'll have a good time. And so it just to me it creates the opportunity for us to be together. So that I like that one, but then I like a lot of Motown Christmas. Of course, I'm by the Temptation. Christmas just ain't Christmas without the ones you love. Rocking around the Christmas tree. I love Christmas music that gets you up and dancing. But one wish is the one that I can sit back, have some lights going. Um, what is Jason? Tim, you know that I am Whitney Houston's number one fan. I'm actually sipping on some warm tea because I'm trying to get over a cold. So that's why I'm actually sipping on
Yes.
it. Yeah, I told Trina that earlier today. So I ain't let me my glass with tea with some fruit. So and some honey. But so that's my favorite Christmas song. So if anybody sing it, let me know. I'll actually do a recording or what have you. But good music, good food, and then also maybe do some arts and crafts so people can leave with something. That's another thing too. Make sure your people leave with a parting gift.
Yes. So that was another tip. So either so Jason mentioned, let me run through the tips because we've kind of hit most of them. So number one is have a theme. Definitely have that. Y'all should have that. If y'all don't get nothing else from this, make sure you have some kind of theme. The other thing is that we haven't mentioned yet. I put deck the halls. That means make it festive, make it fun. Jason kind of mentioned that. Don't get no cheap silverware, but you want to make sure it's festive and nice and everything. We talked about having good holiday music, having good food, having a signature drink, signature cocktail, that kind of thing, and also have. I'm sure you'll have like non-alcoholic stuff for the people who not drinking and stuff. We talked about having holiday games, and with those games, you want to have good prizes, and then also what Jason mentioned, to take home something. Since you're doing something for Christmas, you might want to do a gift exchange, but if you're not doing a gift exchange, then make sure you're having some kind of party favor or some kind of, like what Jason mentioned, a Christmas craft that people can leave with and kind of remember the event and remember the memory. They're going to remember the memories they created, but so they can see it maybe something that they can see on an everyday basis or be reminded of it every year or something like that. So
And Sheree, let me say this as well. Something that I did last year. You about to make me want to have a party, right? Because I'm getting excited just thinking about a party.
yes,
I'm gonna have to do something, not in December because I'm
a
booked up.
New Year's party.
Yeah, I'm booked up every Saturday. But something that I started doing last year, and you all can use this tip. Just give me credit. Is that I do this thing called it is a gift exchange, but it's a different gift exchange. So at the I started doing this at work, and so I have each one of my staff members to write down a gift that they have. Right. So for example, you may have the gift of teaching people how to reach their goals, and you'll write that down. Teaching
Mhm.
people how to reach their goals. I'll have the gift of motivation. Somebody else may have the gift of cooking good, whatever. So you take those gifts and you just write them on a small card, little postcard, and you have your guests to write it on a festive Christmas card, okay? And then you ask them to stuff it in an envelope, okay? And on the outside of the envelope, you'll put from Sharita, from Jason.
Mhm.
And then when people leave your party, you give them that gift. So in other words, you're giving them the gift. You're going to give somebody the gift of motivation. You're going to give somebody the gift of, achieving their goals. So when people leave out, they leave out with a handwritten note for Christmas with a gift on it, right? And it just symbolizes that there's some gifts that we can never buy out of a store. These are gifts that people are giving of themselves to say, hey, you can achieve your goals, and this is how. You know,
Yeah.
you can encourage yourself, and this is how. And then people leave with a handwritten note with that gift. So that's a gift exchange that people didn't have to spend their money to get there because
Mhm.
you don't know anybody's circumstance. It is just a way to give out things like that. And also, you can even do your own arts and crafts. You can make another thing that I do is, again, please make sure I don't like styrofoam plates. I don't like
I
styrofoam
don't either, Jason. I don't either. We're a little bougie.
So get the nice heavy plates, right? And go ahead and start. If you know you're gonna have a party in December, go ahead and in January the stuff go on sale. Go ahead and stock up on it, right? So in January, go ahead and stock up on all your stuff. I hear crickets. But so go ahead and stock up on your stuff, right? And then also a lot of people reuse cups. So you won't have to be throwing cups away all the time. Go to the Dollar Tree and buy the nice little jars or the nice glass little cups or whatever and give people a marker to write their name on it, right? And now I got a cup that says Jason with a candy cane straw, and it's my cup that I don't have to continue throwing away all these
Mhm.
kind of things. Just and it doesn't cost money. Just make sure it looks nice.
Yeah. Make sure it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye and everything. And I like what you said, Jason, about just showcase or giving people like something that's intangible that they can have as a gift. And it goes back to like your presence is a present or whatever. So we're talented, we're gifted with all different kinds of unique abilities, and sharing it with somebody or sharing it with someone else, it might be encouragement for someone else as well. And you don't, like you said, you don't have to go out and spend money, but you're still blessing someone with a gift that they can use throughout the year or look back on and reflect upon and be encouraged by throughout the year. So I really do like that. And also it goes back to us getting to know people a little bit better. Because maybe you didn't know this person was gifted or talented in this particular area. Maybe you didn't know they had this particular skill set. And now it's like, oh, you do that? I actually enjoy doing this too. Or I have a friend who does this. So you can make some different connections as you get to know people. And that's why having those activities, whether it's a craft for some people to do, gift exchange or games, all of it is designed to bring people closer together who otherwise may not have met if they didn't come to your party. And now you've created a new friendship and stuff. So
And
I
another thing too, with the food, and some I do this a lot as well. With food, because I have a lot of friends that have their own business that has their business, and so one thing, like I have a good friend that bakes really good. I think for me, it's wrong for me as a friend to go to the store and buy a whole bunch of pound cakes or desserts if I have a friend that's their business. And to me, I'm like, it's an honor to have their desserts at my party, and then make sure everybody know, hey, if you need XYZ for your next party, this is who you need to use, right? And so like people who have a catering company, I make say, hey, could you make this or what have you? And I'm paying them versus going to Food Line and paying Food Line who don't care nothing about me or what have you. And then what happens is now your friends are honored, and then they can now get connections from there. And the most important thing, the most important tip for a party, the
what's
most important. The most important. Do you know what it is?
I think if it's related to food, make sure you have enough. Don't run out.
Yeah, never run out of food. That's embarrassing. That's important too, but that's not the most
Don't be
important.
stingy with it either.
And don't be stingy. And tell people at the end of the party, take it all. I have to go place in my party because I want you to take all of it. The most important thing.
Oh, that wasn't the most important. My bad.
Oh no. Just make sure that is very important at the top. It's in the top two. Okay. Don't run out of food. That's embarrassing. I went to a party one time. I said, now wait a minute now. So
I don't like when they run out of food or they just stingy with it, because I'm like, who you saving it for? I thought we was the guests.
Exactly. And if you got a friend that got business, like I had a friend, she sold makeup. I said, hey, I'm gonna buy some makeup from you because I'm gonna give those out as door prizes. And when you make the little bags, put your card in it so people know how to get in touch with you. That to me, that's just sewing into your friends. But the most important thing, everybody take tips of this, and you can steal this. To have a best party and a good party, you have got to have a good host. In other words, you have to, if you're the host of the party and it's at your house, you just can't be sitting down talking to Sally Sue all night. You gotta
interact with everybody.
Every single person. Because one thing that I like to do when people come to my house or anything I have, I like to make sure that every single person feels valid, feels valued, important. I'm gonna connect with you because I want you to know that I appreciate you for making that sacrifice to come.
Yes, definitely. That is very, very important. So don't invite people and then you don't speak to them, or you showing favoritism.
Or go to sleep. Go to sleep. I went to a party one time. They upstairs
in sleep at your own party.
Right.
Is it that boring? All right. Well, I'm gonna look at these comments real quick, the last few comments, and then we're gonna wrap it on up. And I'll do a recap on the thing. Monica, I think she had to go. She says, night, night. see y'all at the next shindig. Jason might be having one pretty soon. And Timothy says, bingo, support your talented friend who is a business owner and get their products at your party. Woo-hoo. And yes, the most important tip is to have a good host. And that's why I brought Jason on here. Because like I said, Jason has awesome parties. He can even host your party. That's one of his gifts, his skills. Now, that's one of his services that he provides because he does get paid for it. Okay. So so if you want him to host your event, MC your event, then please reach out to him, contact him, and he will definitely keep the party going, keep the event going, keep it exciting and entertaining, and get people involved. Jason is big. Whenever Jason speaks, even if Jason is supposed to be the speaker, guess what? He's not going to be the only one speaking. He's going to make you speak too. Because he gets everybody involved whenever he talks, okay? So definitely look into having him for any of your big events or small events. But he is an awesome host. Jason, anything else you want to share before I do a quick?
Yeah. So 3 real quick things. If you're looking for somebody to host your party, that's me. But also last year I went to a party and one of my friends, he was like, hey, can you get the games going? So I just went in there and I started playing games with people, got everybody engaged. And guess what? The following year, I got a phone call from one of his cousins that's in the military. It was like, we having my military Christmas party. Can you come and be my game show host? I'm like, I don't host games. I was just helping out. So guess what? I got 2 events this month to do people's Christmas party as their game host. So I'm taking games. So that's something else I'm adding. If you having a party and you need somebody to come and create your games, I got you.
All right, Jason, you need a Vanna White. I'll be Vanna.
I'm ready. Let's go. And I'm doing some rebranding, so we're gonna have some good fun. Look, Tiffany said, suspect. Want to know what this Temu game is? Laugh out loud. Tiffany, we're gonna have to talk offline.
It's a fun game. But you can spice it up or spice it down. Of course.
Oh, we got Stacy up here. What's up? Stacy's been to all of my parties as well. So yeah. But we can turn it down. You can turn it down just a little bit.
Yes, you can turn it up or turn it down. So we're gonna be turning it down a notch at our Christmas function. Like I said, because I don't need to know all that stuff about some people. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I'm still traumatized.
Yes, TMI. I don't want to know. But really quickly, because I think we hit everything. So I pretty much had 10 tips and one. Hold on, let me make sure I count it right. And one little extra bonus. Well, actually, 2 extra bonuses because Jason gave us one. So number one of the most important things if you plan a party is to get a theme. Have a theme, especially if you're doing a Christmas party. Any type of party, though, you need to have a theme. Number 2 is make sure your house is in the Christmas spirit. So make sure it looks festive. Make sure the silverware plates, what is it? Plates and stuff like that. All the dinnerware, all of that is in theme and everything for your party. Have some great Christmas music. So go ahead and curate your playlist. Make sure you have good food and enough food. Do not run out of food. Don't be stingy with the food. Have a signature drink, but also remember to drink responsibly. Take care of your guests. Make sure they get home safely. Have a designated driver, call an Uber, whatever you need to do to make sure your guests stay okay, stay fine. Jason, he puts out beds for his guests. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do all that. I don't know. You see Jason a little bit more generous than me, but depend on who you are and how messy you get when you get like that, because you ain't gonna be messing up my house. Take that mess outside, okay? But I'm gonna make sure you get home safely. But have a signature drink, have some games, holiday games, have some gifts if you plan on giving out gifts, have party favors or party prizes. Make sure you create the holiday spirit. And you can do that by making sure you give back to other people. And you can do that by having guests to donate different things that you can give back to people in need. And then the bonus that I had was make sure you don't wait till the last minute like I did and try and throw a party within like 6 weeks or, about 4 weeks or whatever. Decide you're going to throw a holiday party. And the other bonus that Jason just shared with us is make sure you be an awesome and amazing host of the party. Get involved. Don't spend all your time talking to one person. Create a safe space for all of your guests so that they'll feel welcome. And make sure you don't invite anybody who's judgmental, okay? We listen, but we don't judge, okay? That's the theme of the party. You listen, you watch what they're doing, and you keep it there. Don't be streaming it live on Facebook. Like, look what they doing. No, keep it all in the house. All right. Anything I missed, Jason?
I can go on and on because I'm sitting here thinking about things. And when I saw Stacy popped on, I'm thinking about I did a breast cancer awareness party. And so after the breast cancer awareness party, we came and I had some extra food, threw some food on the grill. And this is about maybe like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock since nighttime. And so me and the bros, we got together, group of guys. And so we started doing a lip sync. And so the ladies were sitting on the couch, and so we just started doing a lip sync. We did Can You Stand the Rain, right?
Oh, now that's good.
Right. And so people still talk about that, and it was just things that, again, having good, clean fun where people just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't even planning, and Stacy came and she was like, I got some tables and chairs at the house. I can bring those over. Didn't even plan this. It's just say, hey, after the breast cancer event, I got all this extra food. Just come by my house and get it. I didn't know everybody from the event was going to come back to my house. Everybody came back, but I was happy about that because it let me know that I created a safe space for people that they knew that they could come back without having an issue.
Mm-hmm. See, yes. That's why I say Jason is an awesome party planner, party host, party MC as well. So he is very talented. But yeah, if you come to Jason's party, you're going to have a good time. And it's definitely a safe space too. So it's so safe his parents come. Now, some of the stuff, I don't know if I want my parents.
But Sharita, I love your mama. Because listen.
Now she did that to you. Now let her see me do some mess. Then it's a whole nother story. Okay.
I love all of your mama's energy.
How about Tim Mom is coming, and I was telling him about some of the games that we were going to do, and he's like, I might need to tell my mama she don't need to come.
Let her come, and then and ask her to bake some of her cakes because she makes really good cakes.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I was gonna say we gonna have to take an oath at the party, be like, we listen and we don't judge, okay? Don't.
But see, you need, but you need the mothers and the fathers board at your parties, though, right? Because see, they done prayed and set the atmosphere for everything, yeah. And that's kind of where I stand. Is that's why I love people from all ages to be there as well, because they have that wisdom and they know how to set the atmosphere, and then people are going to be respectful to them. And so yeah, all ages, all people, just come and have a good time.
I'm like, it's my house, so I'm gonna do whatever the heck I want because it's my house. But if anybody got something to say, I'll be like, it's my house. How you gonna tell me how to act in my house now?
There you go.
But yes. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jason, for joining. Now, hold on. I gotta give Jason his flowers because
Stacey said your mom's gonna shock y'all. Watch, because
so what now?
Your mom, Stacey said your mom's gonna shock y'all. She said, watch your mom shock y'all. They gonna come and y'all gonna be like, wait a minute. Because you play the atmosphere for them to have a good time.
Then I might be judging her. I'll be like, hold up, I didn't know you was gonna act like this. But let me give Jason his flowers and everything. So y'all know I do Tipsy Tuesday, but I don't always have my topics together. So literally, since I'm doing this party, like we're trying to get ready for the party and stuff, I was trying to decide what am I going to talk about on Tipsy Tuesday, but my mind has been on this party so much. So I was like, well, since this is what I'm thinking about, I might as well talk about how to have a great party. And then as soon as I decided on that topic, which was literally this afternoon, I called Jason up. And I was like, hey, Jason. I was like, Jason, like Byron. No, I wasn't. I was like, hey, Jason, are you busy tonight? And he was like, no, what you on? You want me to come on tonight? Before I even asked, Jason was like, what you want me to do? And he was ready and willing to do it. He didn't even know what the topic was or anything. But I said, yeah, once I told him the topic, I said, you're going to be awesome at it. So thank you, Jason, for agreeing without any hesitation and without knowing what I was even going to be talking about, because I didn't even tell you before you agreed. So I definitely appreciate that. So.
Anytime. And again, you already setting the tone with your Christmas sweater on. And I'm not going to, and I've learned my lesson. I'm not going to put nobody in the Christmas sweater contest.
Are you trying to say my sweater ugly, Jason? Are you trying to say my sweater ugly? Because it's cute.
It's very nice, but I made a decision not to. But it reminds me of the school teacher Christmas party sweater. So I would say, hey,
you get a little shady now.
But there's your new theme Christmas party, teacher Christmas sweater party 2025. Look, my sister for Thanksgiving, she wore like this scarf around her neck. I said, you look like my 5th grade teacher, Miss Morris. You remember her?
Jason, you be a little petty. I don't feel safe in the space anymore. It's not a safe space. I feel judged.
That's fine. Well, I see that's the reindeer. We're gonna call it the reindeer. Yeah.
This is
the reindeer going after a snowflake. Yes. But listen to One Wish tonight, okay?
I will listen to your God, mommy.
Yeah, and that'll kind of set you in the atmosphere of just that Christmas spirit.
But here, side note, my mom went to so Whitney Houston and her mom went to the same church that my mom went to. So she grew up kind of watching Whitney sing.
Yeah, I know that because Whitney's my godmother. So yeah.
Okay, Jason. We gonna run with this. we gonna run on and see what the end gonna be with this one. Okay.
Did your mama send a card? Did she send a card?
Who sent a card? What you mean send a card?
When Miss Mother Sissy passed away.
No, I don't know. She might have, because she did gonna send the card. So I don't know. She might have.
I sent a card.
You sent a card. What was the address?
I sent it to the church.
And what was the address?
I gotta look and find it.
Where was the church located, Jason?
It was in New Jersey.
What part of New Jersey?
It was in Newark.
Okay, yes. And I went to that church too. So I seen her when we lived in Jersey. That was the church we went to.
Yeah, good.
I ain't never seen you there, Jason, though.
No. I grew up in South Carolina, remember? And so I had to just keep a low profile because I couldn't tell people who my godmother was. Right. And I hope my real godmama ain't listening to this. So she might text me in the morning. And
my God.
Wait a minute.
Well, when you said it, I was like, oh, she must really can sing if she can sound like Whitney Houston. Then I was like, hold up. I think Jason's trying to say that Whitney is his godmother. Okay.
Yeah.
You special, but that's why we love you, Jason.
There you go. But listen, this has been great. And sorry that I can't make it to the Christmas party, but let me know. Go ahead and plan the one for next year so I can go ahead and pull on my calendar.
I gotta see how this one turned out if we gonna have one next year. Jason, I don't be peopling like you be peopling.
You got it, Rita.
I tried, but I can't do all that. You have a natural gift. I gotta work at it.
You got it. Just let me know the one for next year so I can pull on my calendar.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people booking me, but yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'm gonna sign off. Jason, stay on for a few minutes. But thank y'all so much for joining. I hope these tips have been helpful. If not, at least you got a good kiki with Jason and his godmama Whitney Houston at the very least. And I hope if you do decide to plan a holiday party that it turns out to be a wonderful event. All right, take care, everyone, and have a wonderful evening.